Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, hi there, my name is Joy and welcome to this family. So today we are gonna be talking about something quite interesting, that is my life as a pastor's kid. Oh yes, in case you didn't know, I am a pastor's child. I am a PK. I don't even know what I am doing, but anyway, yep, that is what we're gonna be talking about today. If you haven't subscribed, it's getting late. Hit that subscribe button and like this video if it makes you happy. And yeah, let's just get right on into the video. First things first, I'm gonna talk about the pros, because in everything that is good there's always something bad. So I'm gonna talk about the pros and then I'm gonna talk about the cons. So the pros of being a pastor's kid. Number one, you get to learn about God from a very young age. Like honestly, for me, I know it happens, like if your parents are Christians, you probably knew about God when you were very young. You knew about everything to do with God and faith and hope and all that. But for me it was kind of different, or for every pastor's kid it's kind of different, because you get to know God every day. Like it's every day that your parent is coming home and they are on a call with Shirika, or they are talking to us about God and we read the Bible and everything. So I knew about God from a very young age and I knew how to pray from a very young age, and it taught me so much. Like I think I understood so many things very young. Like I got to learn about, I am the last born and most people don't even know I'm the last born. I think it's that the growth that I was given, that this is life but there is God in this life. This is how life will treat you, but there is God in this life. So that is the first pro. I learned about God from a very young age and that has helped me a lot, even growing up to this age. Like it has really helped me, because I went to Sunday school. Sunday school is like super important, even to your kids. If you have kids, like take them to Sunday school. For real, it will help them. Like right now, imagine somebody who is my age and then you ask them, who killed Goliath or Goliath? And they'd be like, who did that? Who? It's David. And it happens, like it happens to a lot of people. Like they just don't know. Sunday school helps you know a lot of things. So growing up from being a pastor's kid, I had to go to Sunday school every Sunday. I had to learn memory verse. I used to, even when we are going to present at the front, like as children, I was the one with another girl called Joy. She also was called Joy. I remember her very well, Joy Ann. But anyway, yeah, so we were the ones who used to stand at the front and be like, in front of you is Nana Sunday School, ready to present to you a song. And then you go back to the line. It was so cute. Like if you see if you see my videos from back then, you wouldn't even know it was me. But anyway, so yeah, I just learned and understood a lot about God and a lot about life from a very young age. So that is the first one. The second one, this is my favorite one. Good treatment. Yes, yani being a pastor's kid is like being a president's kid. I'm not trying to be exaggerating or anything, I'm just saying the truth. Weddings, any sherehe that is going on in church, just anything that is going on in church that involves food or sijui sitting at which table and sijui what, a pastor's kid is always considered. Like honestly, even to this age, my friends, they will tell me, "Si endo useme tuongezewe sijui nini, go and say this and this and this," and I'm like that is the other one. Like, you will go to the kitchen, and after you won't even go to the kitchen, you will be in charge, people are eating, and someone will be like, umekula, haujakula bado, mbona hujakula, tebona uletea chakula. And you're like, I didn't even ask for it, and it just happened. I don't know where the love comes from, or maybe it's love. I believe it's love and care, and they just have they have a genuine concern for you every time. So that is the second one, like the love from people and all the concern, like always, all the time. Like, there's always someone who is worrying about you. Oh, I have a mirror here, so I'm looking at my bun, and but anyway, there's always someone who is worrying about you. But sometimes that thing can, I'm gonna talk about it later on. The third one, this one I never really thought about it until my sister said it once during her graduation party, and she was giving her speech, and she was like, you know, when you're in church and you're singing and everything is going on, and then there's that Holy Spirit time and people are praying, and then someone next to you is praying, and you hear them say, oh God, please bless me, bless the bishop and his family, and you're like, I am his family. And yeah, like, there's always someone praying for you. Like, you are 100% sure there's always someone praying for you. I am honestly not trying to brag or be on top of the air about it, but it's true. That is a pro, like a very good pro that I love, and I am always so grateful for. That you just know that somebody somewhere is praying for me, and somebody cares for me, and somebody loves me, and there's always that love that's around you when you are a pastor's kid, and it just makes you excited. And for me, that is what keeps me going, even in school. Like, just to know that at home, even though in school things aren't the best, just to know that at home, things are going okay, people are praying for me, I am just good, I am good to go. And that is why even in school, like up to date, I come home so many times until people are like, aye, you go home all the times, all the weekends I am at home. I think it's because there's just that peace, there's no worry, there's no rush. No one is trying to be in a rush. No one is trying to tell you, did you do this, you have to fit in with these people, you have to do I think that is why I come home so many times. Like, almost all weekends I am at home. I think it is because of knowing that at home there's so much peace and joy and relaxation. So yeah, that is, I don't know what point, I have forgotten the number. I think the fourth one, yeah, the fourth one, exposure. Oh my God, you might not know this, but being a pastor's kid exposes you to so many types of people, so many kinds of people, especially if your parents travel or they have so many friends and people who have become their friends over the years. My parents are those type of parents. They have so many friends. Like, honestly, my dad and mom, they'd be like, we are somewhere and somebody comes to say hi, and they're like, haunikumbuki, lakini ulikuwa mdogo sana, sijui nini. Okay, it happens to most of us, but for me it happens so many times. Hey, so many times. And they're like, hey, I used to see you, you are so small, sitting at the front, I think and I'm like, I still can sing, it's just that. But yeah, you get to meet so many people being a pastor's kid. You get to experience so many. You being a pastor's kid, you have these leadership roles that you just take along the way. Even if you're not given, you just take them along the way, and you talk to so many people, and you hear what people are saying, and you're like, guys, you guys. But anyway, yeah, you just get to meet so many people who have very different opinions in life, and you have to understand that that's okay, that people have different opinions in life, and it's not going to change. Like you can't change it. It's just them. So along the way, I have learned how to cope with people who have different opinions, people who will tell you on your face that but anyway, yeah, so you get to meet a lot of people, you get to learn a lot of things, and you just get to know a lot, like a lot that probably I wouldn't have known, being that I was not a pastor's kid. And I am not trying to say that like we are more favored or anything. Nope, we are not. We are just the same. It's just that we have like almost a different path that we have to go through. Like when people are going like this is it, maybe too. But anyway, yeah, that is the fourth one. So I think along the way I'll be saying other pros, but let's go to the cons. Too much scrutiny. Oh my lord. Like being a pastor's kid is so exciting until you hear someone say, and you're like, God, I'm not supposed to have friends? What is wrong? Like, I am being a normal child. People don't understand that we are normal children, but our parents have a path that is public. Like, I don't even know if you get, but I think you get what I'm saying. Like, I remember one time I went to a fundi, like tailor, and I wanted these long skirts, like the high waist ones that are very very long, and I was like, okay, so I want a long skirt, and he knows me, like we have been friends for the longest time, so I was like, just make me a long skirt that is high waist and it is tied with the waist and then it is all round, you know those skirts. So yeah, and I was like, so you make me that skirt and then the material that will remain, make me a small crop top. Guess what? He was like,
no, wewe ni mtoto wa pastor, sijui you should not wear those things, sijui hizo ni vitu za sijui kina nani, wewe ndio unafaa kuwa, you're the one who is supposed to be an example to our kids.
That really sat wrong with me. Honestly, it really sat wrong with me. I was like, I am not even going to church with a crop top or anything. I just wanted it because I think it's pretty, and that is how I dress anyway. So after he told me that, I was like, are we supposed to be the ones teaching your children how to live their lives? Are we? So yeah, that was the first con. Too much scrutiny. Like there's always somebody looking, there's always somebody checking to see what you're doing. Yeah, then the second one, it is almost like there's a path that has been chosen for you from the day you are born. It's not really a con, but it's not also a pro. It's just there in between. That this is it, my dear. You have been born, and you have been born in this family, and these are the things that we do, these are the things that we don't do. There is no compromise. The compromise is very little, if there is even. So yeah, there is almost always a chance that a path has already been chosen for you, especially if you are male. Honestly, let's just be honest. Especially if you are male in a pastor's kid family, and then your dad or your mom has a church, and that church is supposed to go and become an inheritance to you. So there's always some assurance in there that one day, just one day, you're gonna become a pastor. Yeah, so it's not only that, but also like even the path that you choose in life, the things that you do, the things that you choose to do. But anyway, yeah, there's always like a certain path that is chosen for you, but sometimes we just choose our paths ourselves. Honestly, we just choose whatever we want to do, but there's almost always a path that is chosen for you. Yeah, so that is the second one. The third one, that is on the con side, intimidation. I don't know if this happens to most of you if you're a pastor's kid and you're watching this and you are a girl mostly, but there's always some kind of intimidation that comes with being a pastor's kid, especially when you are a girl. This means that boys or men tend to, I don't know if it is to fear or there's just a standard set that my parents can only take this, they can't take this, mama. You know that this is what they can take and this is what they can't take, so that even men know, like they already know that. So if someone starts to text me and I'm like, yeah, my name is Joy, and they're asking about me and I'm like, I always want to tell them I am a pastor's kid. That is the first thing that I always want to say, because I don't want it to get weird when I'm telling them all the time that I am in church, we have to do what practice, I am going to do what in church, we have to be cleaning the church, and I don't want it to get where they're like, kwani church? Because I always want to make it clear to them that there are things that I do and there are things that I have to do, like during the week or on Sundays, and I just want to make it clear. And always when you text someone, you're like, yeah, I am pastor's kid, and they're like,
what?
So yeah, that is the other third thing. We always have that kind of intimidating factor. That is what, like, honestly, if you look at many pastors' kids, they will honestly stay, like, they will take a long time to get married or to settle. I honestly believe it is because of the intimidation and the standards that have been set that we just can't settle like that. We just can't. It's not easy for us to settle just like that. So yeah, that is the third thing. We just don't settle like that at all. You mean, hey, my dad will do a background check, he will dig, my friend, he will dig, so do not have a dark past. I'm just kidding, but anyway, yeah, so that is the third con. Do I have any other con? There are so many of them, but I think the most important part is that I have grown up knowing that you choose what you want and you choose a life that you want. Even if your parents have almost chosen it for you, you choose it, and then you have to make a separation where you're like, okay, so this is where I separate my life from their life, and it is okay to do that. This is now me talking to the kids out there who feel like, oh, being a pastor's kid is too much. Oh, being a pastor's kid. No, you have to make a line there and be like, you know what? There's a separation from my life and my parents' life. You have to live your life, but you have to remember that there's something that you're carrying behind your back. Like, you have your parents' life also. So you choose what you want to do, but you have to be careful in what you choose. We are normal human beings, and we are prone to make mistakes, and when we make mistakes, our mistakes are not greater, because you can't really be basing your life on an 18-year-old person. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like that fundi who told me that you should be an example to our kids. No, just teach your kids to live right. Just teach your kids to live right. Don't be putting pressure on another person's kids to do what. And people will go through depression because of this whole thing, and they just don't say it, but they're going through a lot of things in their mind, and because of the pressure that the society is giving them, and all these words that people will tell them and everything. And you know, some people think it's a joke when they say something, and they think it's a joke, but some people take it seriously. I don't take it seriously, but there are people who for real, they will take you seriously, and they will take it to their heart, and they will be like, you told me that, I will never forget, what. So be careful when you're talking to someone, and in this case I mean a pastor's kid, and those words that you say that are so negative and you feel like, oh, it's just a common statement that is used so many times, don't use it. If you feel like you have to say it so much, just don't say it in their faces. It's just not right. It's not right, honestly. It's not right. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So I have completed this session that I was having with you guys. And I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope you have learned 1 or 2 things that you didn't about pastors' kids, and I hope you have been informed, and I hope you know more than you did yesterday, because today is a new day. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching. I love you all. Bye.